Yo, come in.
Hey, Shu. I'm James. It's fine. Nice to meet you.
Jack's been telling me a lot about you. I want to know what you're going to bring to the table. Okay, you're in.
It's Jack, and today I'm playing Blades of Khorne. Khorne's back on the menu. There's been updates. I'm loving it. Blood tide doesn't go away after you spend it. You can go above 8. Party time, excellent. Cordell's back. Everybody loves Cordell if you've been to the channel since 4 years ago when we started. So let me go over my list. It is 1,995 points of Blades of Khorne Gore Tide. Go over my characters first. My general, I took Korgus Cole because he's one of the few older war scrolls that he has to be your general to be able to use his command ability. Similar to Skagrot the Loon King, where even though they're unique and you're not going to be able to take a command trait, I think it's actually worth it because I think units wholly within 16 of them get to reroll ones a hit, so that's pretty awesome. And so other heroes I do have, we'll do the heroes first. I have Skulltaker. He lost his unique keyword, but I guess he lost it a while ago. I'm still going to run him like he's unique because we all know with the Lore Seeker, he lost it, gained it, lost it, gained it, lost it again. So I'm just going to run him as a unique character. I have a Bloodstoker. I have this guy, I don't think I've ever run him before. I painted him up a long time ago. Aspiring Deathbringer. I have the Blood Secretor. And I have Cordell, the Unworthy, my Slaughter Priest. His prayer is going to be Blood Sacrifice. And I will go over my items. He has Arcane Tome, and I gave him Ghost Mist. I have, because I have 2 Warlord Battalions. We'll go over what's in it, but and the other items I have are Talisman of Burning Blood on the Aspiring Deathbringer, and I have the Thornbreaker's Torque on my Blood Secretor. That's the item you have to take for taking Gore Tide. I have 4 battalions, excuse me. I have Bounty Hunters, which are, including the Bounty Hunters, are the Bloodletters. Unit of 20 Bloodletters. I have the unit of 5 Fleshhounds, and then I have the unit of 10 Blood Warriors. Inside my the Blood Warriors aren't in Bounty Hunters. They're actually in Expert Battalion, which is Expert Conquerors, excuse me. Blood Warriors is going to be the 2 units of Blood Reavers. My other unit that was also in Bounty Hunters was the Korgrath there. And so, yeah, I have a Korgrath. I have 2 units of Blood Reavers, 2 units of Wrathmongers, aka Cheerleaders, unit of 20 Bloodletters, unit of 10 Blood Warriors. There's a lot of stuff. I also have the 2 original Khorne War brands. I have Garrick's Reavers, and I have Garrick's Reavers, and I have Morgor's Fiends, who comes with Rift Tooth. They're 2 different setups, and that is 1,995. Oh, I almost forgot. I also have a Wrath Axe. Hey, and that is 1,995 points.
Hi, I'm James, and I'm currently using Idoneth Deepkin. My sub-faction for this is Nautilord. It allows me to use a monstrous action to give my fins and bite for one of the turtles -3 rent. My current grand strategy is Creeping Gloomtide, which, if there's no enemy units within the Gloomtide at the end of the game, I receive this grand strategy, and my triumph is Bloodthirsty. My general is the Achillean King. He has a command trait, Unstoppable Fury, which gives him +2 to his attack characteristic during the Flood Tide for each enemy unit within 3 inches. He's currently using the Bladed Polearm, which gives him -3 rend and 3 damage on the charge. His artifact is Arcane Tome with the spell Flaming Weapon. He has a mount trait, Void Shield Darkness. That is when he receives attacks from enemy units within 3 inches, they get -1 to hit. I also am using the Ishrin Soul Scryer, who is a priest and has the prayer Curse. He is currently bonded to the Kronzbein, which the Soul Scryer can start the game off the table and take 2 units with him. With the Nautilor, it allows Leviathans to be battle line. So I have 2 Leviathans in my battle line. The turtle on the right has the Mount Train Ancient, which -1 Ren becomes the equivalent to no Ren. My third battle line is the Namarti Reavers, and they essentially just shoot 18 inches, and within 9 they get +1 to hit. I am bringing Kronspine into this battle. Doesn't have a wound characteristic, but we treat it as if he has 18 wounds. We roll for how much damage he has with 3d6, and the potential for him to survive at least 2 turns happen. I am bringing the terrain piece Gloomtide Shipwreck, which within range, it gives the Reavers 5+ war. I'm in the new Core Battalion Bounty Hunters with my battle line. And with Nautilor, since the turtles are no longer a behemoth, they are battle line, they get +1 to damage against veteran soldiers in melee, as do the Reavers. This is my 1970 points army of Idoneth.
Hey! So let's go over the table and the mission. We're playing the Lurkers below. We have 3 objectives along the center line. You have to control the objective on your border before you can control the one in the middle. You have to control the one in the middle before you control the one on your opponent's territory. And this is going to be awesome. Let's go over the terrain. We have some sinister lava pools in the middle, -1 of your bravery. Some inspiring dragon gold. That's awfully. Then we have some sinister dragon eggs, -1 of your bravery. This is +1 of your bravery. And we have some mystical terrain back here. Thank you for setting that defender. We have some inspiring terrain over here on James's side, next to his Achillean King with that polearm of death. His Reavers. It was interesting because we were setting stuff up and he actually couldn't put his boat where he wanted to because he put the terrain over it. He got to set it up. It's his fault. Then we have deadly terrain over there. Nobody's going to be there. Mystical next to Kronspine and a Tower of Nothing. We'll go over my deployment. I have my Flesh Hounds. That's what they are. My Blood Warriors. My Aspiring Deathbringer. Skull Taker. Cheerleaders. My Bloodletters up here in the middle. I put Riptooth over here, and I put Morgoth back here, over here, because they don't have to be next to each other, but they do have a bonus for they can reroll charge if he is. Cordell, the Slaughter Priest, Bloodsecrator in the middle. Bloodstoker is actually garrisoned inside, so he can summon my invocation if I wanted to, but there's nothing in range, so I'm not going to do it. Wrathmongers, Blood Reavers, Krograth. Hey, remember, there's a lot of stuff. I'm getting better at this. You should see, like, year 1, Jack, it was blood to something. Cortigus Cole in the back. Hopefully he doesn't get shot off by a turtle. Kirk's Reavers, 1,995 points. I have all the drops in the world. James told me I have to go first. So I will be going first, and so turn 1, Khorne. Start of the round. I'm going to go with my battle tactic. It's going to be against the odds, so I'm going to pick this one here. It's going to be easy one I can get. It's usually, if you're going first, that's the one you take. I am going to try to get a command point, so heroic, not willpower, heroic, what's the name of it, James?
Leadership.
Leadership, there it is. I'm going to do it on my Skull Taker. Yeah, he got a command point. And then we're going to go with a prayer. I am going to do Blood Sacrifice on Riptooth. I get to reroll that. It does not go off. No Blood Sacrifice is going on. He does have a spell. I'm going to cast Mystic...
Heroic Leadership for me.
Heroic Leadership. I was just trying to skip past all his stuff. Oh, so his Killian King. Yeah, I got a command point. Yeah, he's the only hero on the table. So I will now cast a spell because he has Arcane Tome. And Cordell, the Wizard of Khorne, will cast Mystic Shield on my Bloodletters. Ooh, I have to reroll that. Because, loathsome sorcery. And I fail it! Yeah, this is going great. And that's going to be it for my hero phase. So this is what it's looking at the start of the movement phase. We'll come back after we're done. That's how we ended up. Just moved everybody forward. Dogs made it pretty far. They rolled a 6, and I whipped them to Fury. So they have a horn, so they have +4 to their movement. And yeah, they shot up to the middle. They're in the Kronspine to come flat. My double dog, baby. And so I got my battle tactic. I got 1 objective. I don't have more. For the Proving Ground, James did pick the objective on my side, and I do have guys there to contest it. Now, that's going to be it for my turn. So I got 1 in battle tactic. So that is going to be 3 points for Khorne.
James here. We're about to do my first turn. Currently, I don't have much to work with on my hero phase, but For my battle tactic, I'm going to do what I call the Phil Collins. And
take a look at me now.
take a look at me now, yes. Was it all odds? Against all odds?
Against the odds.
Against the odds. Against all odds is what I'm just going to call it because it helps me remember it.
Yeah.
And I don't anticipate that being contested at the end of this turn. Currently, I'm going to try to get a command point for the king, and I do not get that.
I'll try to get one for my Blood's Crater in the middle. I do not get that either.
So I currently have 3. The king has Arcane Tome, so for his spell, I'm going to cast Mystic Shield.
Okay. That does not go.
That does not. And that is my hero phase.
Alright, we're going to come back after James moves. Hopefully he forgets about the turtles until turn 5. This is how James' movement phase ended up. He moved his Reavers forward, his Achillean King over to grab that objective. Khorne came over to try to take that objective from my Blood Reavers. I wanted to redeploy, but I only rolled a 1.
It's still a redeploy.
Yeah.
You still got him back some.
Then you got TUR TLE Power over here with the Assurance Soul Spirit. They are tucked back there.
We'll go with they.
Yeah, pretty much sure. And that is how you ended up. And so we're going to go to your shooting phase.
Yes.
Shooting phase.
Shooting phase. So my first target will be the Flesh Hounds. Coming from the Soul Square. His shots. He has 8 shots now, which is way better than previous, and he hits on 2s. I believe the previous was 5s. He has -1 range, so it's 2s, 4s, -1, 1 damage.
I will do all out defense because I do have a champion in that unit, so I'll leave him with 1 command point.
2s.
Alright, all hits.
And automatic 50% 4s.
There you go. Okay.
So that's 5 saves at -1 range.
Alright, so my 5 up goes to 4 up, goes back to 5 up. Looking for 5s. Come on, Flesh Hounds. Hey, I saved 3.
Leonardo's going to go for the next shot with his ninja stars into what the remaining Flesh Hounds. I will all-out attack here, leading me to...
Does this Leo have a Spanish accent?
He absolutely does have a Spanish accent. Only after a few...
Only cool Leos have Spanish accent.
Yes, absolutely. So that means he will be hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, -1 range, D3 damage.
Oof, okay. Might be getting a blood type point here.
6.
6 hits.
And it's
4.
4.
Right, -1 range. So I go from 5 to 4 to 5 again. Hey, save 1, 3. Oh, save 2. Look at that. Breakdancing. That is going to be
6 damage.
2, 4, so I have 1 guy left. Oh, you know you want to split your shots. It's the best thing to do.
The last turtle I call Michelangelo because...
Oh, he has purple. That's not something.
Oh, but the red pants, so that would be
Oh,
Raphael.
yes,
Raphael, right? So Raphael here is going to split his shots like every good player does. My mentor here, Jack, has taught me well. I will do 3 shots into the last remaining Flesh Hound, and then the remainder into, I don't know what they're called.
Blood Warriors.
Blood Warriors. And we'll start with the Flesh Hound. So 3s
All hits.
and 3s.
32, and you do double 5s. Oh, both go through. Yeah, you do go. So that is going to be 1 dead unit of Flesh Hounds, giving me 1 blood type point.
Now 5 more shots into the Blood Warriors.
3 hits.
That's 2 -1.
Alright, my 4 goes to 5. Oh, let's go both going through. How much damage?
That's
4.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, so it's going to be 1 guy and 1 has a wound on it.
Alright, after I decimated those Flesh Hounds with everything I had, I will charge with the Khorne Spine into the Reavers. And I do not...
Oh, that's not flat. Oh, you did not get it.
But I will pay
Yes,
1
you
command. Wait, the Khorne Spine automatically gets a reroll.
Oh, okay. Oh, 12 inches is in there.
So I will measure out 12 inches and we'll see where he ends up. Now that the charge phase is done, I have a monstrous action with the Khorne Spine, and I will stomp into the Reavers.
Got it.
D3,
For 3.
3 mortal wounds.
And I'm going to remove these 3. So these are still the closest, so you will have to pile in that way. This is how we ended up closer, but his 2-inch attacks is going to be able to get to the Blood Warriors, and the 1 inch is what? There's 1 inch.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. The 1 inch is going to be into the Blood Reavers.
So we'll start with the Blood Reaver attacks. The Crownspine has 6 attacks plus his level. Since he starts up at level 2, that means he has 8 attacks. So I'm doing magic 8s all day long apparently. So it's 3s and 3s, minus 2 damage.
There's a cock one there. All right, so it's going to be 4. Oh, you picked up a 1.
Thank you. And the next one will be 3s.
Reroll that one. All right, so it's going to be 6 guys dead.
That's 6 damage, yes.
4 and 6. They can be with 1. All right, and the other one.
So this attack is a hit profile 3 and a wound profile 2. Minus 3 rank 4 damage.
All hits.
So 2s.
All wounds. I did do all defense, so my 4 up goes to 3 up, goes to a 6 up. Was it worth it? It was worth it.
So that's 8 damage.
8 damage. So this guy back here will die. And then we'll start taking 1, 2, 4, 6, and we'll do the 8 here. And when they die, they pile in and attack. Pile in and attack, and when I die, I have 2 guys with normal attacks and 1 guy with a Warglaive. They are an or plus 1 attack for 2 auras. So there'll be 4 attacks each, hitting on 3s. Okay, and then we'll be wounding on 4s because they're Blood Warriors, and that is the curse of the Blood Warrior. So we got 3 no rend in the Crownspine.
So Crownspine has a 4+ save, and
You're taking 2.
2 damage to the Crownspine.
And then now we're gonna go with the Goreglaive. That's gonna be 4 attacks there. This is gonna be 3s and 3s though. And 3s. That's gonna be 2 at minus 1. 2 damage each, so that's 4 damage.
So 4 damage. That's why I asked.
Piling in with my champion, who's gonna shortly run away. He has 1 attack. He gets a bonus attack because he's wholly within range of a totem. And then I get 2 because the champion. So these are 4s, rerolling 1s because they have the Reaper axes. Reroll that 1. And then 4s, no rend. 2.
Rolling 2.
Yep. And it's flat, so that's 1 damage.
1 damage.
Piled in with my Blood Warriors there. They have, because the new veteran rule, they are Galician veterans, they have 1, 2, 3 guys being able to fight. And they'll be hitting on 3s. Lots of 2s there, I like that. And then wounding on 4s. No rend. No, nothing. Okay. And now I will pile in with my Blood Letters. Blood Letters piling in. I can get 4 because, within a ½ inch. And yeah, because that's over an inch there, so I can't do that. So I do get +1 from the Secretor banner. I have 20 or more, so I will get +1 to hit. And they're within range of a demon hero, so they'll be reroll 1s. 6s are mortal wounds in addition. That's 2 mortal wounds. And then wounding on 3s. It's going to be 3 at -1.
So 5s.
And that's 3 damage. Fuck.
Down.
This guy's just going to go. I can't pass there. But I do have a bravery of 6, 7 with the banner. I lost 4, so bravery of 3 effectively. One guy goes, we'll take the guy who he did not. If he was able to pile an attack, he did not. And I think James needs to roll for his Crownspine.
So Crownspine currently has 14 wounds. I have to roll 3d6, and if I get above that amount, or even to that amount, is it just above? Pretty sure it's just above. I did not get it because I rolled a 7.
So he is down a level. So level 1 now. Robot dice roll off. Let's see what I get. 4, 4. James just went. So it's my turn. This is actually trying to think about it. I can't bring it down. It's not a thing anymore. Let me think. I'll do that. I'm going to take it. I am going to take it. So that means James gets to pick a proving ground.
I will choose my objective for the proving ground.
So only can you be contested. But, oh yeah, I think I did this wrong. There is no 1, 2, or more. This one, if you have them all by the end of battle, or the start of battle round 3, I think, double check, but then you win. It's kind of like old Knights of the Heart or old whatever the last one was for those 4. I forget. Anyway, but I am going to take this turn. So it's going to go Khorne, turn 2. So it's my hero phase. I'm going to start off by doing a battle tactic. I'm going to do eye for an eye. We talked about it because it does say destroyed, and I know last General's Handbook you had to slay a monster, and you don't actually slay the Khorne spine. So James and I were thinking, okay, destroy is different. So if I'm able to kill it or something else, maybe, you don't know what's going to happen, I might roll high. Then I'm going to do eye for an eye. So that's my battle tactic. My heroic action, I will try to get a command point on Skulltaker. He gets it, yay! Now we're going to go to...
I will also get a command point with my Ishlin Priest.
I'm trying to get past the...
And I get that.
The start of the hero phase, so you can't do that stuff.
Well, I know. We played before.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You put that out there on the internet. All right, here we go. I'm going to do, since he is still Garrison, I'm going to try to do the Wrath Axe here. No, I get to reroll though. No, still didn't happen. Dang you, Wrath Axe. Now, I'm going to go switch it up. Cordell was going to do Blood Sacrifice. Look, you know what? I want to do Bless. I want my blood letters to live. What kind of Khorne player am I talking about? I don't want stuff to live. Never mind. I'm going to do Blood Sacrifice. I'm going to try to sacrifice Riptooth again. Yay! Take these D3 more wounds, dog. Yay, you're dead. Oh, that sounds really bad. You're going to All Dogs Go to Heaven. I remember that movie. It's the grandchild, his birthday. You didn't know that? Alright, so that's going to put me up 2 Blood Tithe because I got 1 from Blood Sacrifice and I got 1 from killing something. So I'm up to 4, but I'm past the start of the hero phase, so I got 1 in the fight I couldn't. Now, I have a spell. I'm going to try to cast Mystic Shield on the Bloodletters. So I want to live a little bit. That is a pass, but I have to reroll that. Oh, it's even better. So I don't think you're in range on mine, Cordell.
I am not in range to unbind.
So Mystic Shield on the Bloodletters, and that is going to be it for my hero phase. My friend just reminded me of something. I have to see if I ignore it. You just have to. So on a 6, I do get a Blood Tithe, but they are not affected by Mystic Shield. Hey, everything I watched, I would like to eat away. That's why I like Khorne. No matter what, something good happens. A unit dies, I get something. I kill something, I get something. It's great. It's a good reward system. All you people who complain when you lose should play Khorne. It's fun.
Hey, we're going to do movement phase, and we'll be back when we're done.
Into the movement phase, I was thinking about something since, they don't go away anymore, but I'm thinking I'm going to hold on to it because there's a little thing I want to try out. And the internet can tell me if I'm reading it wrong, but I'm right most of the time. You guys know that. Anyway, I like mobile. So I moved everything up. These guys got whipped to fury, so they ran up here. I had to stay outside of 3. I would love to have retreated, but I can't because Khorne Spine has that in his rules that you can't be retreating. I'm Khorne Spine. You don't know me. I just remembered. Mortal units wholly within 12 objectives get to reroll 1 as a wound, and I'll remember that now. And so now we're going to go into the shooting phase. The only shooting I have in this army is this guy, and he ran. And that's going to be it for the shooting phase. So we're going to go into the combat. I'm going to probably do all-out slaughter, because I wish I was Dark as a King right now. No, I will just, I'm going to pilot it with my Bloodletters. Into the charge phase. James does get to do something. Now, he had a choice. He can either roar or stomp, and I told him the 2 different things because I'm currently at 20, meaning I get automatically +1 to hit. And so if he kills 1, I'm hitting on 4s instead of 3s. But if he roars me, I can't use my command ability that I want to use from Skulltaker, which lets me reroll wound rolls of 1. And so it's like, what does he want to choose? And James, but 1's on a 2, 1's on a 3.
I've seen the way he rolls with these dice, so I'm going to stomp the blood letters.
Here we go. Let's see what we got. Oh, well, what?
It would have failed regardless. Either way.
Sorry, Bloodletters piling in. I will use Skulltaker's command ability to re-roll 1s to wound on my things. They are re-rolling 1s to hit because they are both. This is both same range. So I am about to make some Khorne Spine sushi.
By the way, thank you for supporting my point on how these dice roll.
So I got 25 attacks because the Blood's Crater, the Wrathmonger, and they have 1 each. And they're fighting in 2 ranks like EGW.
Yeah, like 40K.
Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, I actually went I went and got more. I have a 2-star collecting box of Khorne Demon. Yeah, I'm excited for this book. It's not even a book. It's not even a book. They just changed it with so hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, 6s or mortal wounds in addition. And that's a lot of 6s.
That is a lot of 6s. Something happened to your dice.
So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 mortal wounds off the rip. Get that 2 out of there, that 2 out of there. Now wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. Love letter meta 2022.
Oh, they're in addition to.
In addition to.
All right, FAQ that because it's hurting me. Any
Dude.
FAQ, anything that hurts me.
Yeah. Anything I don't like, FAQ, nerf that.
Well, there's no 1s, so nothing to reroll. Oh, there's 1. Dang it. Can't turn into a...
So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 at -1.
Jack here used loaded dice with 10 mortal wounds, so
that's pretty impressive.
he the Kronspine here currently has 8 wounds left. But the great thing about the Kronspine is, although he will disappear at the end of the turn, he will still get to fight back. Yeah. And so I'm going to split this in 2 rolls: the first 7 and then the next 7. I need 5s because it's -1.
It's going to be 5.
So. Oh, there's -1s. Yep, 5 more. So I need 3 more. And he has received all 18 wounds, and there's no reason to roll in the battle shock phase.
Yep.
Because it is loaded dice.
But you get to beat me up in return.
It's time to beat him up in return. So the Kronspine at level 1 right now, he has 6 attacks +1 for his attack. So I will focus all my attacks on the bloodletters because I'm sad. Mostly, and sadness usually turns to anger.
And leads to suffering too, I think.
I believe.
Fear in there somewhere.
But you like suffering, so maybe.
No, this one, I like martial prowess. This is what
I meant you as Jack.
Oh, yeah. Hey, don't tell me that.
Okay, so I keep getting the concept of Slanesh mixed up with Khorne. So 3s and 3s.
Ooh.
6s do nothing for me. And then 3s.
Reroll that one.
So 3 -2.
Reroll that one.
With this one?
Not the one that was on. It's not perfectly fat. All right, so
4s at -2. And that's,
I'd have Mystic Shield still.
yep.
So my 4 up goes to 6 up, and that was 4 of them. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. No 6s, so that's gonna be 8 guys dead.
8 guys would be dead.
Okay.
And the last one, since he's level 2, now has 2 attacks. These are 3s and 2s.
2s.
That's what I needed, was those double 2s, and that's -3, so none, and that's 8 damage.
So 16 total.
8 total. So I did 4 each, so 4 damage each.
Oh, yeah, 16 combined. You did it the first time too, right?
Oh yeah, 16 total, right.
All right, so I have 4 guys left.
So normally I would have to roll to do 3d6 to 18 wounds, since he already has that. He doesn't need to attack with his warriors because he's already sad, and I'm sadly picking him up off the table.
And again, we are saying that it's destroyed. So I will get eye for an eye, but this is one where it's like, hey, have all the objectives, so we're not really keeping score too much. And that is going to, I'm going to use Inspiring Presence. Leaving me at 1 command point because the other one I did was the free one I got. And that's going to be end of Khorne. Turn 2. I have that objective. Hey. I'm just going to win. We're not sure if I get a blood tithe, but it's my house, so I'm going to get a blood tithe. But you can comment if you're like, hey, you don't get a blood tithe for Kronspine dying.
I said no, but he said this is my house.
Let's roll for it.
No, I agree with him. I agree. We agreed.
Yeah.
So we're on the same page because we as long as we agree and we're both content, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And I'm content.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not a tournament. If it was, I'd totally take it.
Also, from correction from earlier, for the king, he gets the extra attacks on the high tide because it is currently the flood tide, which allows me to run and shoot or run and charge. With that, it is currently the flood tide, and for the this gives me +1 to roll, and +1 to my roll for charge, and +1 to my roll for runs. I'm going to first I'm going to choose a battle tactic eye for an eye.
Okay.
because I think I want some vengeance from the sadness that occurred last turn. But the Killing King will also do the finest hour.
I will try to get a command point on Cordell, my Slaughter Priest here, on a 4-up. And I'm also going to use a Warlord, because I have 2 Warlords. I'm going to use get a command ability from my Warlord.
Command ability for Warlord.
Battalion, yeah. And it's still at the start of the Hell phase. I'm going to try to rally my Bloodletters. I need 16 dice and 6s. GW, if you want to give me an item or something that lets me do it on 4s, I'm not going to complain.
Or on a 7.
No,
7.
No, 8, it would be 8 for Khorne, right?
Remember, if it doesn't benefit me, it should be FAQ.
Yeah, that's the new t-shirt. I want a t-shirt that says, your favorite unit is trash.
He wasted all those 6s, killing the Crown Spines, so he got 2 back.
I got 2 back.
So in the hero phase, my Killing King will use Mystic Flaming Weapon on himself, and he gets it off on a 5.
I will try to unbind it with Corvus Cole, who is in range there. He has a dog who collects unbind stuff.
And you got it.
It is unbound.
And then I will use Bless with my Ishrin Soul
You mean
Scribe.
Master Splinter, right?
Master Splinter will
Master
do.
Splinter gets it off?
So
Oh, now you gotta put a Skaven head on his head.
Raphael has a 6+ ward.
This is what we're looking like at the beginning of the moon phase, and we will be back after James moves his Idoneth Deepkin. Not Futhan, but Futhan's the only one I remember because of the mountain. He plays Futhan a lot. In the moon phase, he can run, charge, or run and shoot. Or he can run, shoot, and charge before?
No, one or the other.
So the shearing guys, no, Weavers, not Blood Weavers, regular old broke.
The good Reavers.
They are basic Reavers.
By basic, amazing.
And then we got Leonardo and Raphael with Master Sprinter running over. They did not run, but they could have ran. He's so shy. And this guy, he ran because he's going to charge. And now we're getting all the dice because we got some Reaver bows going into my Korgrath, who has a 4-up save. I will use a command point for all-out defense from Corvus Cole. Legend.
And I will use all-out attack with the Reavers going into the bigger dude named
Korgrath.
Korgrath.
Korgarath.
Korgarath.
Yeah, he's not a special or anything. He's just a guy.
I know. I just.
You went around for the early days. This is a pandemic player. Say hi, James.
Pandemic player. Hi.
Yeah, he got into the game.
I bought my first army February of 2020 last week, and basically had a whole year to paint. So 2s and 3s coming from the Reavers.
Oh, someone's gonna put in the comments. February of 2020 last week. That's what you said.
So the last week of February. Is
Last week, okay, last week of February. But you did play 40K before that, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now, enough down memory lane. Let's get some dice rolls.
We'll look ahead. Hitting on 2s and 3s.
Okay, I appreciate the 4 months. Thank you.
You're welcome. And they were grouped up. 6s don't do mortals for me. But I think you're all spent out for mortals. So 3s.
Five.
10.
10 and a -1. My 4-up goes to 3-up with all events. Back to 4. Yo, banter.
Banter.
Enjoy this. I have a 4-up save, 10 attacks. I only have, I may use them out. So, above average, hey, above average check. Now I've taken 4 wounds, I have 4 left.
With that amount of wounds, Raphael is sad.
Yeah.
Still.
24 shot, he definitely
24 shots, so that's 3s and 3s. -1. That's a beautiful roll for the
Chris
average.
White dice, the Chris White dice. You always
They're
give
cursed? You told me they were the good dice.
You always give those to the guests.
So
Alright,
that's 2. -1.
Alright, now we're going to go with a 4-up save again because I still all defense. Ooh, save 1.
And you took 3.
1 left.
1 left. With 1 left, I will do something I learned from a good friend that split my shots. I will use 2 dice on him to get rid of that guy, and then I will use the remaining 6 on the cheerleaders behind the Reavers. Those are Reavers, right?
Over there?
You shoot.
Oh, yes.
So,
And that's from him? Yeah, that's 24.
so 3s. It's better when you roll last, right? -1. So you get a 4 up, and you can roll 2.
No, you called it! Oh, my Khorne Wrath. That's a pricey blood type there.
And then 6 more attacks into the cheerleaders.
Wrathmongers. They took, yeah, and they have a 5 up save too. So. Oh, push it.
You're welcome.
And so 2 at -1. Need 6s. Oh no!
Spent them all. Spent them all.
It's gonna be 3.
3
so
damage.
It's just gonna be 1 guy dead. Pop you away. And I did get a blood dive, putting me up to 6.
So the Killing King is going to make a charge. And he gets a beautiful 10.
10. He's got his +1 too. That's 11, right?
Yep, so 11-inch charge with the +1. And then the turtle, wishing he had that 10, is going to make a charge with a 4. And that is all for my charge phase. And I'm going to move him.
Gonna reroll
Okay.
it.
After the charge with the Killing King, I get impact hits, and these will go into the Reavers. And D3,
Taking 1.
and 1 into the Reavers.
Let's go here.
Because, so at the end of the combat phase, I use my once per game ability to give him the Flood Tide, which allows him to fight first. I'm only using this because the bonus for my attack abilities, because there are 4 units within 3 inches, I get +8. So I have 11 attacks. Then I will, in a glorious fashion, split my attacks, starting with the cheerleaders.
Okay, I'm just, you're taking this one, and this one.
That's correct.
What about the horse? What is the seahorse?
The seahorse will be attacking the cheerleaders as well.
Okay, and those are the Wrathmongers. I will use all-out defense with my last command point on Quarter Skull.
Correction, I will split the seahorse's attacks, where the tail will go into the Reavers and the fangs will go into the cheerleaders.
Excellent.
So starting with the cheerleaders, these are 2s and 2s. Because I'm Achillean, I get +1 to hit.
All hits.
And 2s.
And so that is 3, because 3 damage each, right?
3 damage each, -3 red.
So that's going to be 3 dead. I do get to attack, but we'll do that, not attack, but the damage when they die. Okay, kill 3, I think only 2 are in range of that damage thing. Keep going.
The next 3 attacks are going into the one walking his dog.
Quick skull.
And
2
2.
hits.
And you get both of these.
2.
2 -3.
-3, I have a 2 up save, so I have a 5 up. He is dead as well.
And then the last 3 attacks are going to the Blood Reavers. 2s. 2s again for the wounds. And
Alright, so that's going to be 9 guys dead. That's the unit. So 2 blood tide there, putting me up to 8. And
that goes with your death attacks, and then you.
no, the seahorse, like you pull later, so you still get the seahorse attacks you assign to this unit.
Okay, so those are hits and wounds.
What's the rent on this?
The rend for the -1.
-1. All right. How much damage?
D3.
Okay, roll double ones. All right, so that is the unit. Another blood tide putting me 9, because looking at it, you can go past 8 now. And so that is, yeah, everything's dead except for this guy's in range, so I get to power attack with him. Wrathmongers, there were 2 of them. There are 2 of them. I don't need 1s, I need 6s for 2d3 mortal wounds. Let's get it. All right, so it's going to be 2 mortal wounds into the Achillean King.
2 mortal wounds goes into the Achillean King because he has no word save.
All right, now fighting. Well, hopefully he doesn't have a word save after what he just did to me. So now I'm
Again,
going to.
needs to be FAQ because it does not benefit me.
Ah.
He needs a 4+ word save at minimum.
We're gonna fight with my non-general, the Bloodsecrator.
I plan to use all out defense.
All defense. There we go. It's gonna be 3 hits
3 hits.
and 3 wounds and a -1.
So I have +1 to save because of the all out defense, and I have +1 because I used
Finest hour.
finest hour. And so how many?
That's 3.
So 3, and that means he saves on a 2.
Yeah, saves
And
it.
he saves it.
All right, and so that is gonna be it. You got your battle tactic, eye for an eye,
I do.
and now we're gonna go to robot dice roll off. robot dice roll off. I got the Khorne red one. Look at all that blood. I tricked him. Oh no, that's a 5.
You tricked well.
Oh no. All right, it's gonna go. Well, who's gonna go?
I will go.
Okay, I will pick that. I don't know if it really matters. That can be only contested.
Yes, and I only have one of those veteran spots.
Because you have this one and this one.
Correct.
So you could. It's turn 3. So you could have won if I didn't pick that one.
That is correct. So that's a smart move.
Right, yes. So and I don't get my general's dead, so I don't get that. I only get 2.
Only 2.
Only 2 battles. Start of Idoneth turn 3. You get to fight first in this one. Right?
Yes, this is the one that everyone fears.
I'm going to use my last warlord, my second warlord, to get another command point. And what do you do for your heroic action?
My heroic action, I will make the attempt for a free command point for the Killing King.
Mm-hmm.
I'm rolling on a 4+.
Got it. I'm going to try to get a command point on my Blood's Crater there. I do not get it, but I will still start. You have any more start of the hero base stuff?
I do want to say that I'm selecting the battle tactic Outmuscle, which is in the new General's Handbook, and you pick one veteran that is contesting an objective that's on a proving ground. And since I chose first turn, Jack chose this as the proving ground. If that unit is no longer contesting that objective, I get this battle tactic.
Okay. I will now. I'm going to use 8 of my Blood Tithe. And the way I'm reading it, sounds like it's for the rest of the battle. Khorne units turn into Slanesh pretty much. So if I roll a 6 to hit, it counts as 2 hits. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do that. So I like Bloodletters, and they do mortal wounds on 6s. So I don't have to choose. So instead, I will now fight on
I
death.
want to point out that they will not be alive at the end of this turn.
But I want to summon more.
But you're going to roll 2 6s.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to use this Blood Tithe though. I can't roll. I can't make that charge because you're too far away. I can make a move.
Yeah, if it was your turn.
No, a Blood Tithe.
I know, I'm joking.
I don't think he was. I don't think he was joking. So now I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to use that because I think it's cool. I'm going to use 8 Blood Tithe, leaving me with 1 left. For the rest of the game, I explode on 6s, and now I am going to rally. 6s. Just 2. Come back 2 at a time. Come back 2 at a time.
So, I will, in my hero phase, the Killing King, I keep forgetting I gave him this ability to cast a spell. And because I'm close to his terrain piece,
It's actually this guy.
Oh, the guy with the sign.
Yeah, this actually doesn't affect magic anymore. It used to. It's like you -1 to cast.
I'm going to do Flaming Weapon, which is 4, but I do have to reroll it.
If it's successful. Oh, that is successful. You have to reroll it.
Would it be faster for you to get rid of it yourself? With Cordell?
No, he can't. All the way. I'm gonna try to dispel it. That was. Oh my gosh, that happens. That's the risk you take. That is the risk you take. I will try to unbind it and need boxcars. Alright, it goes on.
And finally, I will do my last ability, which is do Bless on Raphael again. I do not get that. Raphael is just going to eat pizza instead.
Alright, and so we're gonna go to the moon phase. This is what we look like. We'll be back. Moon phase stayed still here. The turtles and the Assyrian Soulscryer moved up, and this guy's in combat, so he just did that. Shooting.
So Raphael is going to take his first 8 shots, or his only 8 shots, into the Bloodletters. I will all-out attack, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s with 8 attacks. So 2s and 3s.
Okay, what's the range?
It's 3 hits, or 3 wounds at -1.
So I have a 5 up, goes to 6 up. Hey, save 1.
So D3 damage. So
5.
5.
4. And 5. Right, next.
So the Leonardo is going to do the same thing without the all-out attack into the Bloodletters.
3s. Alright, so 2 misses.
And then finally, wounds.
3s.
That's 1 miss on that, so 5 at -1.
5 at -1. Don't like this. I think that might be up. Yes. Yeah, even if you roll triple ones, it'll be gone. So that is another blood tide for me.
Reavers are shooting into the Mogwais.
Morgor's Fiends.
Morgor's Fiends. So that's 3's 3s and -1 with 1 damage each. And that's 15 hits. And 3s to wound. 5. So that leaves 10 hits, or 10 wounds at -1.
Okay. Here we go. Need 5s. Oh, that's gonna be the unit. 2, 4, 6.
That's all I have for shooting because I ran with the Soul Scryer, so he cannot shoot.
All right, now we'll go to charges.
So we'll start with Raphael charging
5 inches.
5.
You can go in there, I think.
I want to, yeah, I'm not going to get punched in the mouth. Actually, no, I want to reroll that.
Okay.
So I'll use my free triumph to reroll the die. And that's a 3.
That failed it.
Yep. I should have listened to my brain. And the Leonardo for his charge of 10 inches.
That's in there. Boom. So we got impact hits.
No impact hits.
Okay.
If they have more than 1 wound, so I will not stop, but I will use with Nautilar, an automatic gives me -3 rand on the fins and the bite attack.
All right. And then let's go to combat phase. Going with the tortoise first.
So tortoise, we'll do the tortoise's fins. Attacks.
4 attacks on the fins.
Normally it has -1 rend, but because of the Nautilar ability I use for monstrous action, it has -3. 4 damage each. It's 2s and 3s. All hits.
Mm-hmm.
And now these are 3s to wound. And that's 2 wounds at -3 rend.
2 wounds at -3. 3's gonna go through, but I have Gorfist.
Yes.
So I will see if I can bounce back. Yep, you take a mortal wound back at you.
And I cannot do anything about that because did not get my bless off.
And that was 6 damage?
8 damage.
8 damage?
Actually, +1 because they are.
Oh,
so
that's
that's
right.
5 damage each. So that's 10 damage
10
going
damage, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's a unit, but keep on doing your attacks. I'll pile in fight, but I can see if I can get Gorfist against you.
The next attack I'm going to use is Crushing Jaws, which is 2s, 2s. If I roll a 6 to hit, it's mortal wounds. And
Hey, lucky. You're not looking to hit.
yes. And then finally, the riders on top have 8 attacks. And 8. These are 3s, 3s, -1, D3 damage each.
D3 plus 1.
So 2 misses, so that's 6 hits. A lot of ones. I'm liking this. So 3 at -1.
No more wounds back at you.
And that's how you check them.
Imagine that. So I will pile in and attack. I get to fight because I've died. So I do still get to explode 6s on this. So hitting on 3s, 6s explode. Get out of here, 1s. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 6s. Hey, I have more than I actually rolled initially. Oh, take that boat.
It's sunken, just so you know.
Yeah, that is ransom boat. All right, now wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s because I'm gore tied to hold it within 12 of an objective. Oh, it's a lot of 3s. Curse of the Blood Warrior. Oops, that was a hit. Nope, nothing more. Who hits on 4s? Come on, what is this? 2017? Oh, wounds on 4s. All right, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No rend.
Because of the turtle's hard shell, they actually save on 2s because there's no way.
Hey, just 1.
Just 1 damage going into the turtle. It is currently high tide right now, and because I didn't charge this turn, it is less damage on the hits. It's 2 damage on the big hits. I'm going to pile in so I can get closer to terrain, just so I can get the bonus damage for the high tide. And that gives him 5 attacks for his polearm. I will all-out attack, and this is for the mount because the mount doesn't get the +1 for the Killian King.
Okay.
So there's 2s, 2s for this first attack. all hits. And all wounds, that's minus, he's unaffected by rend, so that's
3s. Oh, he's dead. That's it.
That's that, and that's all I have for attacks.
Alright, I will fight you now because you probably into me. No bonus attacks for me. 3s. And 1 at no rend.
No rend, that leaves him at a 3 because I failed to do anything to help prove that, but I got it, so no damage.
So, that is the proving ground. So, you don't win. But, whew. Alright, so, yeah, I don't have any battle shock. And you still fight first this turn, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I do need to, before it goes to the round 4, I need to get that.
Yep.
Alright, whew. About to stuff that. But both have. So I will, I'm going to use one of the Khorne ones from the Tome Celestial, slay the sorcerer or slay the wizard, whatever it is. This guy happens to be a wizard now, so I'm going to try to kill him. My heroic action, I'll try to get a command point on Cordell. He does get it because my general's dead, but he would have got it anyway. Heroic leadership, so I got the command point there. I will now, let James do the same thing.
With the king, he will get nothing because I rolled a 2.
And like it. So he is within 3, so he cannot heroic recovery. I will try to blood boil.
Blood boil.
Blood boil. Got it. D6 mortals. 3.
3, so that automatically goes through, leaving him with, that's D6 mortals?
Mm-hmm.
Leaving him with 2 left.
Alright, and I will try to do Wrath Axe over there. Got it! Because he's garrisoned in there. He needs to do it. That's how that works. Alright, got my Wrath Axe. I set it up with an 8. I touch this guy, we can move 8 then, touch that guy, and it's dropped here. On a 2-up, they take D3, and then after that, I can select a unit within an inch, and on they can take D, on a 1, nothing happens. On a 2 through 5, it's D3 mortal wounds, and on a 6, it's D6.
Roll that 1, please.
So 2 up here.
Thank you very much.
2 up here. Here, he's taking D3. Alright, he's taking 2.
So the Raphael gets 2 wounds.
Now I have to do it this one. So on 2 up, he's taking D3 for 2.
And he's dead.
This goes away now. But it did its job. I got my battle tactic. I am out of combat. I do have, so he only has 5 on here. I have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. That's how math works. Going into my movement phase.
Movement phase. This is currently what we have on the board. We'll see you after the movement phase.
That was the end of my movement phase. Moved them up. Didn't want him to redeploy. So I did summon 15 bloodletters with 6 blood type points. Yeah, so here's the thing I'm thinking about. I want stuff to die. I was thinking about charging him, but then he'd pile in and take that. But I'm down to sacrifice this guy. So I will do a charge.
He's doing a charge with his magical 6.
Yeah, 6, made it in. Boom. You got any,
Well, it depends. What's his Ren?
No, I think he has 1 ren at most.
Okay, so, no. I'm not doing anything.
Monstrous Rampage.
Monstrous Rampage. What's his wound characteristic?
5.
5. So, I will do the once per, monstrous action to receive -3 Ren.
Okay. And you
Actually, I'm just going to roar instead. Let's do that. Roar.
He's roared. And you need to fight first.
I get to fight first with the turtle.
Do the bite attacks first. Maybe
Yep, 2 attacks. If it's a 6, they're mortals.
1 hit.
1 hit, and it's 2s. I missed.
Hey,
This is what you wanted, man. This is what you wanted. And so the
turns out James' superpower is he can roll bad if he wants to.
well, also in tournaments, my superpower is +2 to my opponent's rolls, and it works really well for them. The Finns attack with the turtle, which is 2s and 3s. 3 hits and 3s to wound.
2.
2 at -1.
Hey, we saved them both.
Yeah, I'm liking this right now. Now, finally, I have 6 attacks with the guys on top. These are 3s and 3s. It's -1. Ren.
Oh, all hits.
All hits.
That's the wrong way.
And that's 3, 4, and 5 -1.
5 minus 1.
You're going to roll 5 6s.
Oh, it's 4 go through.
4 go through, and D3 damage, and you're dead.
I mean, you can wait for the dice to come
3,
rolling.
1.
Jeez.
Oh, yeah, these 3 dice itself.
Blood tide. So that is the end of the round. There's no blood shock. Everything's blood. Blood shock. Battle shock. I'm at 1 blood tide now because I sacrificed the guy. And we're gonna go into robot dice roll off, which I really need. Here we go. Roll it off. 5 to 4. I got it.
So I go first?
Oh, no.
What?
But you do get to pick a, this is no longer the proving ground. But I think you get to pick, I think that's been the proving ground before. I don't think that, but you don't have to pick.
Is it only once?
Yeah, you only do it once. Have they all been picked?
They've all been picked.
Okay, I will take it. And so, let me see what I can get. So, my blood from the altar, or something, this altar one, from the Tunnel Celestial, I have to kill a unit within 9 inches. I'm going to try to kill this guy from my battle tactic. We will then go to my heroic action. Heroic leadership, I'll try to get a command point on Skull Taker. Got one.
I will do the same for the Soul Scryer. I do not get that.
Yes, you do. You do.
Oh, yeah, it's 2+. Thank you.
Now we're going to go to try and get Wrathax off again. How awesome that was, right? Yay! Wrathax goes off. So the Wrathax is one of those things where it's within and not wholly within. So I just put a very little tippy tip of it here. So, and then it flew 8. So I touched this guy with it, flew over that guy, and then landed here. So I can. So first on 2 up, he takes D3. No, but I didn't care about him. 2 up. Ah! And then the guy in the back, okay, he's taking D3 for 1.
For 1, he does have a 5+ ward. And he made it.
Yeah. And I'm going to pick this guy. And so I need a 6. No, that is not flat. Hey, it's just going to be D3. 3 mortal wounds into that turtle.
3 mortal wounds automatically to the turtle, leaving him with 5 wounds taken.
Now we're going to go blood boil. Blood boil the turtle. Reroll because I'm next to the altar. Oh!
Did that go through?
No. Goes on.
Oh, I thought that was a celebration dance.
No, it was the frustration. Okay, now we're going to do movie stuff. So, move everything up. He redeployed, but he only went 1, luckily. I like this because it just kind of pinned me in there. Take that. Oh, the Wrathax, never mind. This is gone now.
Yeah, that's gone.
You might have wanted to redeploy. Did you want to add that into this guy instead?
No.
Okay. This stuff, break the law.
Make sure he stops right
Yeah, start
there.
moving your step closer.
He's like moving away from the objective, like, oh, maybe that's right. You were never in.
Yeah. Alright, I need you to be in. I need you to be within 9.
Oh, got it.
So yeah, move everything up. Let's start going to charges. We're going to start with these guys actually.
Okay.
I like to call those Unleash Hell Suckers. So they have a +1 to this. Oh no.
That's a 2 and a 6-inch movement. 7.
Because they got that little. Any Unleash Hells?
Well, I have to now because it's within 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3. It's 4s and 3s now because of Unleash Hell. I just threw it everywhere.
Barbarian thrown over here.
Yep.
Alright, so it's going to be 3 hits.
4.
4 hits, and it's 3 go through?
3 go through. That's a damage of...
So 3, 4, 5, 6, that's you. What's I?
And that came from this person because he redeployed. Next charge.
Next charging, going with the Bloodletters.
I don't think they made it.
Yeah. So they don't become fun, but they will be fun.
So Jack charged a lot of bloodletters into this tortoise, and I'm going to roar, and it goes off. So
Hey, make my decision easy. I'm like, do I do +1 hit or do I reroll ones? Don't get to either. So now I'm just going to go at you. So, because I don't have 20 or more, I'm only hitting on 4s. 6s are still mortal wounds in addition. I could choose explode, but no, I'd rather have the mortal wound.
And I'm going to all out defense because he does not have the mount trait, so he's affected by rend.
So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 mortal wounds.
That gives him 13 damage.
Beautiful threes that I missed out on. Alright, so it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 misses. And it's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 hits. So it's above average. You gotta love that.
Yep, definitely.
Wounded on threes, yeah, no reroll ones because they're not mortal. That was pretty good though. Only 3 misses, so we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 at a -1.
12 minus 1. So you did a lot of damage to me with those mortals.
Happens at the same time, so you still are at the top.
So I'm at the top bracket, so that's 11 you say? And so that means I get 11 2+ saves because of all out defense. But if 3 of these go through, it is a dead turtle. And I get the timber, right? I get the fall on you?
As long as you have a southern accent.
The southern accent. Okay, so 11 dice, looking for 2s. And there's
Oh,
1,
we made 1.
but that leaves the turtle at 13 wounds. No, 12 wounds. No, that's 14. 14. I am learning to count today.
Didn't happen. Oh, don't get my battle tactic. And you fight back.
Due to the amount of wounds the turtle has, he's bracketed, but things that seem to be affected may not hurt me too much. So I'm going to start with the attack with the people on top. That's 3s and 3s. And so that's 5 hits and 4 wounds at -1.
-1, need 6s. Hey, save 2.
So that's D3 plus 1 because they are veterans. So that's 8 damage.
Okay.
And then the next attack will be the jaws. It normally hits on 2s when he's at top bracket because he has 14 wounds. It's 4s to hit, but 6s are still mortal wounds. And 1 hit. And it's -2 rend for the jaws.
And goes through.
That's 3 damage.
+1.
Plus 1, so 4 damage.
4 damage. So that was going to be, you did 8 first.
8 and 4 is 12.
12, okay.
And my
3
final
guys left.
final attack will be the fins. It normally does 4 damage at top bracket, but right now it only does 2 damage. 2s and 3s. So that's 2 at -1 rend.
Alright, need 6s. Go through, that is the unit. So there's another bow tie, put me at 3. And I did not get my battle tactic. But you don't get that objective. So yeah, you should still get it. I might push you back, but yeah, I still have the objective, but we're going to your turn.
I'm still on it. You did
Okay.
good.
Excellent. Well, not excellent. Start of turn 4. What's your battle tactic?
My battle tactic will be desecrate their lands. That means that I claim a terrain piece, and it could be a faction terrain. So I chose I'm going to try to claim his terrain piece to get this battle tactic. And that's for my heroic actions. I'm going to try to get a free command point for the Soul Scryer, and it's on a 2, and I barely get that.
I will try to get the command point on my Bloodscrater. I mean, not Bloodscrater, Slaughter Priest. It's cocked. Got one. I just thought of this. Is going to be a little bit of a gotcha. I don't think you know the blood right table. I'm going to spend my 3 blood tithes to charge you.
Oh.
I'll do it with my Wrathmongers.
He's going to charge me with his Wrathmongers.
4 inches.
You got it.
Just charged. I'm out of command blood tithe, but I managed to get that turtle in. So, and he can't unleash hell because we're in the hail phase.
This is true. So it's turn 4, right?
Yep.
So in turn 4, I can retreat and charge or retreat and shoot.
Oh, I got gotcha back. Oh no,
Yes.
I didn't know his rules.
Return the gotchas. But I do have a priest still somehow because he doesn't really do much. But this, which is I will do curse on the unit that just charged in. And it's a 1. Anything 1 or better.
4.
It's
Curse
4.
happened.
Curse happened. So that means that on 6 is the hit, they take mortal wounds in addition to. And that is all I have for my hero phase. Do you have anything else? Like an
Any more gotchas or
explosive
anything?
Bloodthirster?
Nope, that's it. I'm out of blood tide, and it's going to go to your movement. Not much to move, so we'll be right back. This is how we ended up for the movement. Retreating, because you can retreat and charge. Ran over here just to grab that objective in case I do some summoning stuff, which we shall see. And he's remained in combat. The soul scryer around there, splinter, move forward. And that is it, going to the shooting phase.
So I'm going to start with the soul scryer into the cheerleaders. And so these are 2s and 4s, but due to curse, its 6s are still mortal wounds on 6s in addition to. So I have 1 mortal, but I did have 7 hits and 4s now.
For 1.
For 1.
Need a 5. Save
got
it.
it. And
Mortal on that there.
now the turtle's going to launch its attack into the same unit. So this is 3s and 3s. Ooh, look at that. That's 5. Gone through for hits and 3's the wound. That's 4 wounds at -1.
Okay. No mortals. He rolled no 6s on that, so I need 6s. I'll go through.
So that's 4 d3s. That's 3, 6, 9, 10.
10 damage. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 2 wounds on him. And it's trying to blow up on here.
3 guys blowing up on a turtle.
Doom. So I don't need 1s. You have 2 wounds left. Alright, and so it's 6 mortal wounds.
6 mortal wounds, and that is a dead turtle. With a dead turtle, which changes things a bit, so I'm going to be a little more cautious by charging the other turtle. 6 inches. That allows me to go into the terrain piece and capture it into him. Normally I'd love to destroy terrain piece because it's kind of my thing. I've lost games because of my obsession with destroying terrain pieces, but I don't think I get the command, the battle tactic for destroying the terrain piece. So instead, I will use my monstrous ability to get -3 ran on the fins and bite.
Okay.
And going right into the bite, I'm going to split my attacks as every good player does. All bites will go into this guy, and all fins will go into the terrain piece. I will go 4 and 4s for the personnel on top. Starting with the bite, that's 2s and 2s to hit, I believe. I'll look it up.
6s and rolls.
So
1 hit.
and nothing.
Okay.
4 into the terrain piece, so it's -1 to hit. And
All hits.
And finally, 2s. So 3 -3.
My 4 up goes to 3 up, goes to 6 up. Come inside. Nope, he is dead.
That's a lot of damage.
Dead. Oh, and see, that's what happens when they crush it.
And then finally, 4 last attacks onto this guy sitting by himself. That's 3 hits and 1 wound, -1.
-1, he's 6. Nope, takes it.
D3, so 3
Alright.
wounds going to him.
Okay.
And that's all I have for this.
And that is game.
Oh yeah,
Because he's worth 5. I have 2.
and he's just outside.
Yeah, he was just 1 anyway. It'd just be 4. So
Okay.
good game, sir. Very good game. Tried it with turtle. Probably should have taken that guy off instead, but I needed to kill that turtle. So
Yeah.
it was a risk, but I was hoping for the redeploy. I could get a little further, but hey, maybe if I just went straight that way.
I was hoping to keep everything alive and not lose 1 model, and it didn't work out, so I have to reevaluate what I'm doing wrong.
Oh, you still won?
I lost units. I'm joking. I'm monotone if you haven't noticed.
All right, so we're going to do Realm Talk, and we're going to talk about the game. Great games, James.
Great.
As usual. It's a good buddy of mine. Another part of, we're in the same club, Victoria's Secret. If you're in the local area looking for a competitive game, we have Emerald City Open at the end of August.
Yes.
It's going to be
last weekend of August. It's
last weekend
exciting.
of August, yes. His tickets are on sale. I'll be there.
I mean,
The rest of the reroll one guys will be there too. James is actually helping us edit. You'll see his face a lot more. And you'll understand that he's joking every time he's monotone. It took me a little bit to understand that.
I've been married to the same person for 19 years, and I get her every time.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious? Like, no, dude, I'm just joking. I'm like, well, can you make a facial expression at least or something? Anyway, talk about the game.
It's the Botox. I can't.
You recently went 4-1 at a GT with this last battle.
Yep.
Tome, not battle tome.
The previous General's Handbook.
Yeah, battle pack. That's what the word I was looking for. I went 4-1. I wanted to and it's funny because multiple people in our club, this list got reviewed, and people were like, I don't know what it does. But 4-1, you gotta accept the results. What was the only game you lost?
The only game I lost was my first game against Gloomspite, good guy named Ricky.
Oh,
And I'm normally a Daughters of Cain player, and I was treating everything like they were Marathi. And it turns out they die in one turn.
Oh.
And so, doesn't take away his gameplay because he has Kragnos, and Kragnos is insanely good.
So the game Crossbind came up, and one of the things you were pointing out, like this is how people kill. Like when I played Crossbind with my shooting things, I'm just like, well, just keep shooting it, and I keep shooting it, and I don't run monsters. And so I say monsters. I don't run monsters, and so he doesn't really be able to go back up. Killing him, I felt very confident, but then that Achillean King slid in. I left the lane.
Yes.
It was like boop, the guy with the orange hat, the
Yep.
cones, the flyers coming through, and he just put in work, killed Blood Reavers, Wrathmongers, Corvus Cole, and he could have killed more if he wanted to. He felt sorry for me.
He said it was his house, and that he was drawing a line in the sand. I couldn't do that.
Is the Jack? No, it's not the Jack Shack. It's something else. It's the Jackpot, maybe something Jack. The War Room, maybe the I like the Lab, but people like to put my name and stuff. Anyway, Jack Lab. No, that doesn't sound good either.
Jack Lab. That sounds even worse.
Yeah.
Okay. I like the Jack Lab now.
No. The game, when I was like, at the end, I was like, oh no, I lost. You ever had that feeling? It's like, oh,
yeah.
I lost. But because I was like, I need to kill that Dirtle. I can still. I even looked it up. Because usually when you die, and you do something when you die, it's only when it's like melee.
Yes.
In the combat phase. And so I looked it up. It just said when slain, was able to get the turtle. Very bloody battle. I think James forgot about his Reavers for a turn.
No, they fired every turn except the first two. I just didn't know what to do with them because regardless of what I did, they were running and they couldn't get in range.
Yeah, and especially this sort of deployment. Very good game. I enjoyed it. I do like the new Khorne. I'm trying to figure out, the right recipe, what my list is going to be. I do just love flooding the board and trying to get Blood Tithe and just like, yes, bring it on. I might take another Slaughter Priest just because, getting that +1 to hit, but I'm not sure what I drop. I might drop Skull Taker, but he gives the reroll ones to hit when he's in range. Which I think I forgot about. But just trying to get the rules. It's like, you need
Isn't that command ability?
No, it's
just a bubble,
Locus
right?
of Fury, yeah.
Yeah.
And so you still need one, but I think you can summon one a Herald for 2, and it's so easy. Like if I do that thing with the dog and kill Riptooth, and I don't roll a 1 or whatever, if I don't fail it with the reroll, if I kill Riptooth, that's 2 Blood Tithe, and I can summon a Herald Khorne right then.
Yes.
And then I think
that'd be good
because I would like to have 2 Slot Priests. So.
Yeah, but for me, the biggest change, and I felt it in command points, is the using the turtles with the not being able to be roared. So that's how I used them originally, is Hunters of the Heartland. Yep. And but now it kind of did a 180 and doing +1 damage, even with the damaged turtle, it really just wreaked havoc. And I'm not sure if this was kind of a what do I feel like painting this week before a tournament list in it, but I really enjoy it. It's a fun list, seeing your opponent's face when you surround your king where their bases can't fit behind the boat, and then
Explode
having
everything.
nothing else on the field except a crown spine, and it's kind of rattles them a little bit sometimes because there's nothing to,
Yeah.
there's no objectives to kind of like I got to kill something. So it
I
kind
joke
of throws them off.
around. I joke around that Idoneth is hits on twos, wounds on twos, -2 in army. It's like so it seems like two. But you do whittle them down.
It
They
saves
are
on twos.
they're vulnerable to mortal wounds like most things.
Yeah.
And I probably won't do Gore Tide again, and I'll probably lean into the demons more, just the bloodletters. But still take the Wrathmongers. I'll probably drop the Blood Warriors and get more bloodletters. Just be okay with my stuff dying, because I'm gonna try to get it back. And I am enjoying the army. Maybe MSU.
This is the second time I played Khorne with you since the GHP.
Yeah, and the first time I didn't have the Blood Tide though. It's a big difference.
The Blood Tithe is so good, and I am very impressed with it now. I just like the way things are going with the new.
I'm happy with what's happening. The game it feels like it's in a good place and it's headed in a good direction. But of course, I'm pretty positive. So, the Positive Palace.
Positive Palace sounds
Positive
like
Palace?
an
Jack.
STD.
Oh, all right. Thanks for sticking around.